The Notaries Unsealed podcast is brought to you by the Notary Success System and Captivated Notary Marketing Solutions. Coming up on this episode.
Because I was rocking that in the car the other day. I let my son hear it. He was like, man, that's nice.
Nowadays, people just listen to the song just for the beat. So no one's actually listening to what's being said.
Yeah, I'm not just some dude off the street. Like, I've done some things. I've been around. I've accomplished some things.
Real smooth this time. We know Notaries Unsealed. This my everyday life. Yeah. We know Notaries Unsealed. Every day I hustle out here living it right. Let's go. We know Notaries Unsealed. Put the stamp down and stop in front of the mic. Here we go. Took the game over. We home now. We soldiers. Griff, Mathurin and Q, the podcast. You can't hold us. Y'all heard the word. Y'all heard the word. Griff, Mathurin and Q. Yeah, we on the verse.
What's going on, Notary World? And welcome back to Notaries Unsealed. I'm your host, Quentin Smith, and I'm here with my guys, Mathurin and Uncle Griff. Say what's going on to the people, fellas.
What's going on, party people? This your man, Grill.
What's going on, folks? The main 5-star general notary here in Massachusetts. Hope you guys are doing well.
It's the 5-star general.
I know.
So, on this episode, right, you guys didn't see a number with this episode or anything. This is a special episode. I'm really excited to bring this to you guys. It's something that I worked really hard on for a week. A week. It is the it's the Captivated Mixtape entitled Vet This, and this is my mixtape of original songs. And I'm just grateful that I've got these this group of friends that I've got here, and Griff and Mathurin, that were very supportive over the last week, because I've kind of been MIA, lost in artist mode, and they've been kind of dealing with me, sending them texts and hey, listen to this. Does this sound all right? Does this sound good? So what we're gonna do, I'm not lying, right?
No, of course not. You disappeared on us.
Oh, no, you
sure.
straight, man. No, you telling the truth on that.
I'd peek my head out and say, hey, check this out for me real quick. So if you haven't heard already, if you didn't catch it on Fritter Friday, or if you don't follow me on Instagram, I came out with the Captivated Mixtape. It is 12 original songs. Actually, it's 11. One of them is a shout-out track. So what we're going to do on this special episode of the Notaries Unsealed is we are going to listen to the songs, song by song, and get some reaction, get some artist insight. And this is specifically for the podcast. This will be nowhere else. Because, how weird is that there was the thought of making a mixtape about being a notary? What did you guys think when I first told you about it?
Sure, I thought you was crazy.
I thought it was ingenious and everything. And you know me, I'm gonna just be straight with you. I said, okay, we gonna have to put some wagers, go to FanDuel or something, put some wagers to see how long it's gonna take somebody to try to bite off of this and do their mixtape. You know what I'm saying? The notary ladies and the queens of notary and all of that kind of stuff, and the notary, dudes, Jamal and Rakim and all of that kind of stuff.
Nah, that's coming. That's coming. I already been seeing some. Yeah, because I already been seeing some videos of some of these notary ladies out there rapping. So that's coming.
Well, I will say this: I was the first, the absolute first to do it. Yeah. All right, so I am gonna stake my claim on that one. I don't care what nobody got to say. I was the first.
No, you were, man. You were the first one. You were the first one. And me, you talked about this. I was like, man, yeah, man, go for it. Because nobody's thinking about that, but they're like, oh yeah, that's cool. But nah, they ain't got the heart to put into it like you do. No. That's gonna be the difference. They don't have the heart for it.
Exactly, and then. And not only that, just be on the lookout for somebody trying to sell a course on how to make notary mixtape.
Yeah, for $14.99, you sign up today. Look, you can learn how to make a notary mixtape just like you. Not cute, hey. like me, like I did after I stole his stuff and redubbed over it and everything and changed one bar. Now you can learn how to do that too. And if you sign up right now, I'll give you 50% off.
50% off.
50% off of what I stole Let me stop there.
I'm telling you right now, if you see anything like, I was the first one to do it. I'm the only one to do it. So
Absolutely.
you hear anybody talking that mess? It ain't coming from the OG. They haven't done it yet.
They're gonna have they're gonna have a country western one. They're gonna have a daggone
little country one. Hey, listen, I am a songwriter, so if somebody's thinking a jingle they want something to put together for themselves, nice little ad for Facebook, I make those too. Check them
somebody
out.
Gonna come up
Notary Marketing Solutions.
Man, somebody gonna come up with one for Christmas. The Christmas Notary Carols.
I already had somebody ask me about doing something kind of out of the box for Christmas for them.
Oh, man, see? Here we go.
People are already thinking. The wheels are already turning, so the creativity is going, and if you want something that's creative and original piece of work.
Absolutely.
All right, so on that note, let's get into the first track. Track number 1 is called All I Want. All right, fellas?
All right.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Captivated Mixtape. It's your boy Q. I hope y'all ready for this. It's Captivated, baby. Savage, part distinguished gentleman. I be on YouTube like a guest on Letterman. Shout out to Griff and Notary and the homie Mathurin. You can play it sweet if you want to, believe me. We ain't gotta speak, we just warned you, it's easy. Notaries Unsealed, the podcast. It's a 3-piece, the Captivated Mixtape. Leave that thing on repeat, coming straight from Philly. I've been up and down the East Coast, Tampa to DC. A flow rider whose soul's lighter and goes higher. I inspire my peers to build empires. I inspire my peers to build empires. Man, y'all better catch up. A flow rider whose soul lighter and goes higher. I inspire my peers to build empires. Give me the good, give me the bad. Now I ain't never run for nothing, work hard for all I have. I got scars, been down bad, almost pronounced dead. It ain't nothing, brushed it off, and I'm still in this life, busting off. Hustling north, right off that PA state line. Word to my mama, ain't another can take mine. Cute and Notary good, we all inside of the hood. Even Amish folks be talking about that boy Q good, Captivated, this about to be the greatest thing ever seen from a dream. Now my mixtape's banging, parlaying. I put them hard days in. I'm about my business, baby, and I'm out here paper chasing crazy. Man, what am I doing? A Notary mixtape? Whoever would have thought you heard about something like that? I'm about my business, baby, and I'm out here paper chasing crazy. It's Captivated, baby.
All right, guys. Opening track. What do you think? What do you think?
All right.
I try to
like
come
that,
out with flames, man.
Oh, yeah. I like that. I like that. Building that empire. I'm like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I like that, man.
That was definitely a great intro as far as when you said that you inspire your peers to build empires. So talk to us about that, man, because I feel like that right there is a statement.
It definitely is a statement. Ultimately, for myself, and the whole thing of that bar right there is a flow rider whose soul's lighter and goes higher. I inspire my peers to build empires, right? So I'm a very spiritual person, and not to get too far into Kemet or anything like that, but the scales of my art where they measure the where they weigh how heavy your soul is. I've been working. I'm conscious of that. So I've been working on lightening my soul and forgiving and letting go of things and trying to live a more positive, stress-free life. And my goals are just higher. The notary business is great, but I have greatness inside of me. And if I can see it and I can see a path to attaining more, then that tells me that's a path that I should probably go down because I can see the steps to get there. And so I think a lot of people that, I'm around, my children, friends outside of the notary business that have known me for some time, and even some of the other notaries that I've come to know it's almost been a year now. They understand that I see something that's a little bit bigger that's out there. So that's really the statement that I was saying.
No, that's amazing. That's amazing, man. That was one of the things that kind of drew me to that first song. I was like, damn. It's nowadays, people just listen to the song just for the beat. So no one's actually listening to what's being said. And that was something that was very positive and very uplifting. So I feel like the first track is definitely one of my top 5 so far.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And with the title of the mixtape being Vet This, I also wanted to tell a little bit more about myself in this title track. Well, it's not the title track, but in the first track. And that's a little bit more about what that second verse is about. I'm talking about, I've been down. I've got scars. I was almost pronounced dead from my lung sickness. I've been on that on so many different sides of the road. And I just wanted to start to share and open up and let people know, like, hey, I'm not just this one-sided person that has never really lived a real life. Like, nah, life is real for me.
I like that. Yeah.
And that's kind of what this whole project was about. It's a statement saying, vet this, like, no, really vet me. And I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know. And you can go back and fact check. And if you wanted to dig in, you can find out more about me if you wanted to. Because when it comes to working with Captivated, I'm really big on people knowing exactly what they're getting and who they're getting it from. That's something that we're not really seeing out here in the notary world right now. You don't know who these people are. I'm giving you an open view window, and I'm an open book. You can find out anything you want about me. I'll tell you.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the best parts of what you're doing here, especially as you're expressing it in this here first track, is that, hey, here's who I am. You can understand who I am. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to, pretend like I really want to do this business or be a part of this, but I really, really, really don't. And I'm just doing it as a money grab. So that's why I said, people, if they don't have the heart, you're going to tell it in the way that they produce or try to replicate what another person who has the heart for it does. It's just not going to come out right. And that's what I hear from you, is that your heart is in this. You're willing to say, hey, here's who I am. So that way those people can know, okay, I got a quality person here who I'm dealing with.
Yep, that's the goal. That's the number one goal, is to let people know that who you've chosen to work with is a quality person.
No, which is, you're absolutely right. But the quick question I have for you, man, I've listened to the entire mixtape, and it's definitely one of the best. And I just want to know,
Thanks,
for some reason, you had mentioned that you're not going to charge people for this. Why are you not charging them?
Because I love making music, man. This is a gift. I think in one of the tracks that I mentioned, this is just something that I pulled out from underneath my mattress. This is a talent that I've had for years, and just sat on. Like, before I did the Notaries Unsealed theme song, I hadn't written a rap for, probably about 18 to 19 years.
Damn.
So, when we brought up this podcast, I knew that we needed a theme song, and the creative juices were there. At first I started looking for different things that would work, and I said, you know what, I'll just make this myself. I'm not going to continue to stress over trying to find the right theme music for us. I'll just make it myself. And I did that, and that just kind of opened up the gateways to doing the Captivated t-shirt ad, which led to other things, which eventually led to this. So this is just a passion of mine. It's something that I love to do. And I found it to be a pretty cool project and really crazy, just like you guys said, when I thought about, let's do a notary mixtape. Can I actually make a mixtape about being a notary? And I did it.
Yeah, you did. Shoot, you definitely did there, man. Because I didn't know what to expect, but nah, you definitely, you put in the work, you dedicated the time. Just like we mentioned earlier, you went ghost on us for a few days, so that's how we know you was working.
Hey, that's a little clue for anybody that follows me on Instagram. If you don't see me for a couple days, I'm coming with something. Something's coming, and that's what happens when I go ghost. So, just a little insider info. If you don't see me on Instagram posting nothing for a couple days, something's coming. All right, you ready to move on to track 2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, I'm ready for track 2.
All right, let's get it.
I be notarizing 24/7, full time on the grind, boy, I gotta go get it. We bout that action, grabbing orders, trying to move these on packages. Last minute signing, we performing these magic tricks. Moving through my city, I be grooving through my city. If you ask Google about it, then the number one is me. I'm a 5-star notary, got everybody knowing me. Ain't no competition, no one to play one-on-one with me. Don't play with me, you know I be all up in them laws, so I can handle agents if I gotta make a call. And they don't wanna talk reckless, y'all, cause I hit them with some legal diction that'll straighten they position nice and tall. Outside of notary, sometimes I like to rhyme and ball. I don't drink, but at times enjoy a fine cigar. It's the notary life, this what we signed up for. We neighborhood legends, I'm a bona fide stamp star. When we on the job, we be notarizing. When we on the job, we be notarizing. When we on the job, we be notarizing. We be notarizing. We be notarizing, yeah. I'm an ink boy, a certified stamp dealer. All about that Skrilla mobile document sealer. It's professional round here when you making top billing. 1099, that mean I ain't got me no ceilings. I be making what I want, cause I be taking what I want. If my name is on that order, then that order's getting done. I don't do this for YouTube or for views on TikTok. You can keep that over there, that ain't working on this block. You know what time it is, you don't need you no wristwatch. Ain't a notary alive that can say that they this. I got my business going crazy, I'm feeding my babies. If I'm leaving out my house, that's a guaranteed payment. That's how we put it down when you coming from the pavement. Got a love for this game, cause it's the game that saved them. But it's money over everything, get it how you make it. And of course with success, you know it brings all the haters, baby. When we on the job, we be notarizing. When we on the job, we be notarizing. When we on the job, we be notarizing. We be notarizing. We be notarizing, yeah. When we on the job, we be notarizing. When we on the job, we be notarizing. When we on the job, we be notarizing.
Right now, this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one right now. I'm gonna just tell you straight up, man, cause I was rocking that in the car the other day. I let my son hear it. He was like, man, that's nice and everything. And I'm telling you right now, man, I can see this as a music video.
Yeah, man.
I can see
that's never
going
to happen. But
I don't know, man. I might look, man.
Griff might put something together.
Griff might have to do the video.
I mean, look, man. I can get some of the old school fly girls and everything. See if J-Lo ready to hop back out here, and I'm serious, man. Because what I was seeing when I can see somebody, it reminds me of those cars that you saw in Boys in the Hood, and everything, and some of the Ludacris videos back when he had the braids and just riding and cruising. And I'm serious, man. Got your notary bag, hop in out, bam, stamp somebody, hop back in, and then cruise on to the next one. And then you got then when you hit the part about the TikTok, I can see, flashing with these notaries up there jiggling and wiggling and dancing and ain't making no money while you out there stamping and they up there sitting up there with their little notary stamps in the middle of the street. hoping that somebody buy one of their overpriced courses and stuff, because they really don't know what they're doing. I'm serious, man. I can see that being a music video.
As I was writing that particular part, that's exactly what I saw.
Mm-hmm. And look, man, and I'm about ready. You know what? Dag, man, if this would have came out before Labor Day, I ain't wanted to be cruising up and down on the strip down there at the beach. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Next summer, you know what I'm gonna be pumping. I might just ride down there 9, 10 o'clock at night. Might go on and rent me a convertible with some extra bass in it and just right down there on the strip of Virginia Beach, man, and just pump it, man. Heck, man, we got the football season. Shoot, man, I might pull up at a high school football game. It's like, what that old dude doing out there?
Yeah, we be notarizing. Yeah, man. That, so when I started this process, I went through probably about 700 beats in about 2 nights, and I went from 700 beats down to 75, from 75 down to 50, and then I knew I wanted an anthem-like song, and so I knew what I was looking for when I picked this beat, and I knew exactly where I wanted it to go. I wanted it to be track number 2, so I'm extremely happy with the way that it has turned out.
No, definitely turned out great, man. Now, earlier today, I started playing it. My son was like, "It's Captivated, baby." I was like, "Oh man."
Yeah. I like the pianos, and see, my music background out here. I was like, I like them pianos and everything. I said, I like that.
No, that's definitely good, man. You definitely did a good job with that one.
All right, guys. So I'm happy that we were able to get the anthem track done. I really think that this is the one that, hey, put this as your ringtone. It's clean. I don't mention my name in it at all, so you can ride to this thing, man. You a 5-star notary. You should be a 5-star notary if you're listening to Notaries Unsealed, right?
Oh,
you're watching Griffin now.
Yeah, especially if you're watching Griffin, if you're following me, so you should definitely be a 5-star notary.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right, let's move on to track number 3. Track number 3 is called Sign It, Stamp It. Let's let that thing ride.
It's Captivated, baby. I blow up, grab it, roll up, what's happening? They know us, tagged them, showed up, it's handled. Sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it. Yeah, orders up, got 4 more now, I'm bossing up, far from luck. If you seen all the work I had to get here back when I was starting up, I was in a new lane, in a brand new game, put it on my life, they're gonna know my name. Notary, ain't hard to explain, got busy on my very first day, laws and all steady running through my brain, recalling all the training and an 8. I'm telling y'all, I had ice in my veins, I'm taking off business like a plane. I'm an Aerosmith that had to walk this way, not hard to miss. Check the Facebook page on my latest blog. When I'm playing Dolph, get paid, young headed, get paid, get paid, get paid. I blow up, grab it, roll up, what's happening? They know us, tagged them, showed up, it's handled. Sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it. I blow up, grab it, up, what's happening? They know us. Tagged them, showed up, it's handled. Sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it. I'm a monster now, my Google business brings stupid digits, they choosing Q Smith. I don't even care who is in the next spot, that will be where 2 is. And the truth is, that's a euphemism. I talk that talk, but my children listen. Math and Griffin, that's my crew, and everything that we do is it. And boy, what you get when we do this pimpin'? Cruise to the streets like the roof is missing. Bass on blast, thoughts on blast, so you can see all this truth we giving. Choose your mission, use commission, get yourself paid, then build a business. W2, that's foolish living. What would you do if you was given a green light to be like elite types? A dream right, that you can get it all on your own. It'd be like if we fight to see life how we like. We don't wanna work for no one no more. Don't want your paychecks no more. Don't want your meetings no more. I want my freedom, yes I need it, cause I'm worth so much more. It'd be like if we fight to see life how we like. We don't wanna work for no one no more. I blow up, grab it, roll up, what's happening? They know us. Tagged them, showed up, it's handled. Sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it. I blow up, grab it, roll up, what's happening? They know us. Tagged them, showed up, it's handled. Sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it, sign it, stamp it. You already know it's the Captivated Notary. It's your boy Q. Check it out, CaptivatedNotaryStore.com. Captivated Notary Marketing Solutions, representing 1/3 of the Notaries Unsealed team. Shout out to my boys, Griffin, Uncle Griff, Mathurin. Y'all know how we do. Check out the Notary Success System. That's how we rollin'. Let's go. It's Captivated, baby.
I don't think anybody can say I don't love my team, man.
You guys are my guys. Right about that, man. Shoot. No, we appreciate you, man. And for those who listening, my man Q, he's committed. You know, if you ain't good with him, he's committed. He's there to help you. You know, whether it's just a chit chat and talk at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, like me and him be doing, while Mathurin all cuddled up in his little onesie and stuff, sleeping. And everything. So Q be up, man. Q be talking to me late night, talking to Mathurin first thing in the morning once he gets his coffee and his little sausage biscuits and stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I appreciate the shout out, man. And I mean that's rocking, man. I mean, just the whole tone. And see, I first listened to stuff from the musical side because of the fact that I used to play in the band. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can hear this, you know. And I just hear how well you coordinated, got the right tones, instruments, everything to go along with the lyrics. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah. And having the right music just makes it easier to listen to the lyrics and everything.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, so much. But there's one tone that I was not able to get, and I tried. Man, I think I recorded about 20 different times and tried to do it so much. And I'm sure y'all know what it is. Where it's like sign it, stamp it, sign it. It sounds off because it is off. I can't sing. Y'all should know that. Like I do not sing. I cannot sing. Yeah, right. I tried to hit a couple notes in that, you know, in the bridge. Yeah, I tried to, and that sounded okay. That little off note right there, like I just couldn't hit it. So that's as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah. That's it. That's all y'all get. That's all y'all get. Don't ask them to sing, and don't ask me to sing. Sure. Ain't getting that.
I'm trying to hear Mathurin carry a tone, man.
Nah, never that.
But no, Griff, you're absolutely right. You know, the way that I've always looked at rapping is that the voice is just an extension. It's another instrument, and that's what I just try to be on each track, is just be an additional instrument to what's going on in the background. But that was cool. In that track, you know, I told about how I got started. And some of the work that went into that, it wasn't easy, but you know, when you're getting forward as a day, you start feeling like you're a boss, you know, but it's not lucky. And, you know, a lot of people on social media, they'll post, I got 5 signings today and blah, 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 blah. It's not luck. There's work that has to go into building those relationships and being able to be busy like that.
No, you're absolutely right. And there was another thing that you mentioned as far as you mentioned your Google, as far as your Google business page.
Oh, yeah. You caught that.
Yeah, a lot of people, till the day, do not have a Google business page as a notary. Like, I've had people who reached out to me asking me, just some pointers. Then some of the simple stuff, I'll ask them, do you have a Google page? No, I don't. Do you have a Facebook page? No, I don't. So what are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, that's a lot of the conversations that I have with people that call Captivated when we have our consultations. We start discussing these different social media outlets, and getting into the Google page and whatnot. There's people that have Google pages that don't know how to use a Google page because they've been taught all these different things, that everything that you can do with Google, but not actually how to make it a valid tool for your business. And this isn't the place to talk about that.
I know.
And
but you're on point with it. I mean, that's what the song is sort of leading to. That you got your stuff together across the board, then that means it opens you up for the opportunity to just get the business that you're looking for. Absolutely. Oh man, did I just say that? Man, I almost did a little rap there.
There you go, Griff. We about to make track number 13. Throw it as an exclusive. All right, fellas, let's move on to the next track, Slide on a Signing.
Hey, yo, fellas, let me hit you back. I just got an order come through. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to slide on this signer right quick. Get this taken care of. It's Captivated, baby.
Might slide on the sign, I got an order for it. That's mine, got $1.25 for it. Let's ride, my guy, keep these orders coming. They sign, I sign, made it come up on it. Might slide on the sign, I got an order for it. That's mine, got $1.25 for it. Let's ride, my guy, keep these orders coming. They sign, I sign, made it come up on it.
I'm a notary with a little flowetry. When they see the work, they already know it's me. Ain't nobody cold as me, and I brought my boys with me. We Notaries Unsealed, I know you're noticing. No games, no fluff, no frills. We came to this game to discuss what's real. In this lane, grab the wheel. It's insane that we deal with dangerous trainers with heinous behaviors. We ain't saviors, but we can save ya a little money and time. Don't thank us. You hear this banger, so tear the day up. No business mind, never mind, just play us.
Might slide on the sign, I got an order for it. That's mine, got $1.25 for it. Let's ride, my guy, keep these orders coming. They sign, I sign, made it come up on it. Might slide on the sign, I got an order for it. That's mine, got $1.25 for it. Let's ride, my guy, keep these orders coming. They sign, I sign, made it come up on it.
It's Captivated, baby.
All right, that's a little quick hitter, little jab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my number 2 favorite right there. Not that I don't like the other one, but that one, I like that. I like that. Again, I see a music video on that one too.
Somebody else said that to me.
Yeah, that's the one where you're rushing to the site, late night appointments or last minute appointment. You drop everything and go.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's what we have the scene. I really have to change it up, and you be talking to your girl, man. Be like, hey, babe, I gotta go. Gotta slide on this sign, and so that way I can have some ducats to take you out to dinner next week.
Right. Not only are we changing the notary podcast world, we're changing the lingo. We're about to slide on a signing, boy.
Mm-hmm.
There was just a couple of things that I wanted to point out in there. Kind of obvious. We deal with dangerous trainers with heinous behaviors. And that's just something that we see out here in the notary world. And I'm not gonna say no names. I don't need to. Y'all know who they are.
Yeah, we know. We know exactly who they are. They be tripping.
And like I said, we're not saviors. That's not what we're here to do right now. Between Griff, Mathurin, and I, that's not what Notaries Unsealed is about. But what we will save you is some time and some money.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. If you want some time and money saved and get properly educated at the same time,
right?
That's where you kick it with us. We'll get you there.
Absolutely. Ain't nobody here trying to be the king of the jungle over here, so we all here.
Well, there's a certain part of the jungle that I'm trying to dominate. Anyway, let's move on to the next track. www.captivatednotarystore.com.
www.captivatednotarystore.com. It's Captivated, baby.
Yup, that's the name that we go by when we let the post fly.
It's Captivated, baby.
We got hoodies and tees for all your notary needs. Know what I'm talking about?
It's Captivated, baby.
Nobody does it like me, so it's best to believe when you see
It's
it.
Captivated, baby.
Yeah, we do this. We got the newness. Just don't forget.
It's Captivated, baby. Q, the Notary Supremo. T-shirt ad sounding just like a demo. Podcast song blast, shout out to our demo. Graph how I laugh with my foot on this pedal. Somehow I lost my mind. Have you seen all these designs? And I sell them things cheap, $24.99. What's your name? What's your size? Forget it, never mind. The Captivated store, or to pay another time. A notary that rhymes, yes, that's him, lady. Commission with these writtens, I've been spitting crazy. Witness all the ways we give it, all we say that we do. It's true, it's Guess Captivated, baby. www.captivatednotarystore.com. It's Captivated, baby. Witness all the ways we give it, all we say that we do. It's true, it's Captivated, baby.
That's another jab. That's another jab right there. It ain't a jab at nobody. It's just a jab in the mixtape right there.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I feel like, I remember in the process of when you was creating the website, how you were trying to make sure that you have certain things, situated. And I'm over here, I'm not really a tech guy. I'm like, well, it looks good to me. but he was like, no, I need to have this font. I need to, this heading needs to be there. I need to be able to get this motion. I'm like, to me, it looks good, but you see things differently. So so I think that if you haven't checked out the website, I highly recommend you check out the website. It's like one of the best websites out there. So I'm not sure if he's gonna want to make you guys one. So I don't know. That's up to you.
Hey, those commerce websites are something different. I will definitely help you along in that process. But yeah, that's gonna need a full 2-hour-long consultation because there's a lot that's involved in that. Just letting you guys know that. But www.captivatednotarystore.com, that is the t-shirt site that has hoodies and a couple other goodies out there. And like the song just said, you can buy now, pay later. Go through PayPal. That is a true fact. I was not lying in the song. So don't sit. Get yourself some marketing stuff out there because I wear my t-shirts. I wear my hoodies. I get people commenting on them all the time. I actually had a customer call me that said, "Hey, I saw you wearing your hoodie about 2 days ago," and boom, appointment. So
yeah, not only that. I'm going to cut you off. If you haven't checked out the site, I highly recommend that you check out the site because he has something for the entire family. So it's just not just you as a notary business owner. Like you have stuff for your kids and everything else like that. And look, I'm a bigger guy, so I have clothes. Like I got a shirt from Q, very comfortable. So for all of you, that's on the bigger side. Look, he got something for you as well. So don't be one of those people. Well, I'm a little big, and I'm not sure if he got a shirt for me or if he got a sweater for me. Get that. It's high quality. Highly recommend it.
Oh yeah, he got the sizes because even though I normally wear a 2X, but I went and bought me a 5X of my. Then I leave the house for 60 shirt to wear as my nightgown. As my little
I think 5X is
shirt.
The max. I think 5X is the max.
Yeah, 5X is the max. So I bought it, man. That thing is huge and everything. So, you got the sizes fit everybody.
Yep. Yeah, man. Got something for everybody. Also, we have the Notary Fan Life t-shirts as well. Notary Fan Life. NFL. Notary Fan Life t-shirts.
Okay? All right. Cool.
Notary Fan Life. Those are football t-shirts made specifically for us notaries. Check them out. All 32 teams are represented. And I can even do something custom for you if you want to reach out to me. So definitely reach out and take a look at the Captivated Notary store.
There you go. And it's hosted by Griffin Consulting, which is my other company. So I'm hosting his site, not a Google site.
Absolutely not a Google site. Although I do have a Google site. But this website is hosted by Griffin, and he's doing a wonderful job. And he's extremely responsive. As you said, we talk at all times of the day because there will be times where I'm up at 1 o'clock and I'm like, Griff, you up? Yeah, my site's down. All right, let me call him. And that's what he does. Yeah. And that's the level of service that you get when you are working with Griff for hosting a site. Just letting you know.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, we are very responsive, and we'll get you back up and running in no time at all. And with and that's why e-commerce sites are such a they're what's the word? They're very delicate.
They're and if you don't delicate.
Very delicate. And you got one, but the cool part is once you get it up and running, once you find out where your pain points and all of that, and you get around them, it's smooth selling after that. But each site is different, and that's the beauty about. That's why I like the IT stuff. I mean, if I could just stick with IT stuff, I would. But I love being a notary also.
Yeah, every project's different, and each project can teach you something brand new. I think Griff and I have as IT guys, we've both learned a lot with the Captivated Notary store in the couple months that it's been up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this one of my personal favorite songs on here, Documents to Sign. I told y'all I can't sing, but I think I did a pretty decent job on this one, so let's get that thing rolling.
You are now listening to Anyway
She
Well.
said she had some documents that she wanted to sign in. Can I come over and notarize it? She said she had some documents that she wanted to sign in. Can I come over and notarize it?
Welcome to our music family.
Phone rang on a Tuesday afternoon. I picked up, thanks for calling Q like I always do. On the other end, oh my god, I can't believe it's you. I love your ads on Facebook and even seen you on YouTube. After some small talk, she asked to do a favor. I know it's last minute, but can I book you for later? I said, what we signing? She said, happily divorce papers.
Yeah, sure, I got you.
She said she had some documents that she wanted to sign in. Can I come over and notarize it? She said she had some documents that she wanted to sign in. Can I come over and notarize it?
Welcome to our music family.
I pulled up about 9:45. You know I'm early, cause that's how I handle my business. Ain't no lights on, so I sent her a text. She said the door is open, come on in and head to the kitchen. Soon as I walked in, I knew something was up. I seen some candles, heard some music in a half-drunk wine cup. What? Soon as I seen her, and man did I seen her. She had her hair down, open, rode a beautiful creature. As she got close to me, she gave me her ID. Said it's an old picture. I said, let me see. Then she signed her name and did it so quickly. Please don't make me wake you. Come on now, set me free. I lay my stamp down like, why? Who the man now? Oh, this about to pan out. I probably should have ran out. Then she dropped the robe. I knew exactly what she wanted. She said, you ain't gotta leave. Go ahead and put your stamp up on it. That she wanted to sign it. Can I come over and notarize it? She said she had some documents that she wanted to sign it. Can I come over and notarize it?
All right, so there goes Documents to Sign. I think that might be the most controversial thing on here. I swear, I'm not trying to give nobody's bad intentions. And if you're listening to this song with your mate in the car, that does not happen. This is a fictional song, okay? Now, I have had a customer call me and say, I love your ads on Facebook, right? Because I've mentioned this multiple times. I do a lot of marketing on Facebook. And I have had people that have Googled me and found me on YouTube and watched me talk on Griff's channel before. So that is true. But the situation itself is fake. I was having fun. It was a great story to write.
Oh, yeah. And I ain't never had no situation, no crazy situations. I mean, because if you go in there professional and show them that you focus on getting the job done, which is what you was hired to do, none of that ever comes up. Correct. I mean, there's never an issue. And I've been in the house, just me and this person who is not of the same sex as me, and there's no issues. I go in there, get what I got to get done, and then I roll on out, you know.
That's it. Yeah. That's the best thing to do, man.
I'll tell you what, I got the idea from, remember when we were in that clubhouse, what was that, the Notary Cousins?
Mm-hmm.
So we were in the Notaries Cousins clubhouse. There was a panel of all men, and one of the people that were in the clubhouse asked about, you know, have we ever found ourselves in a situation? That's actually where the topic, and I got the idea to create a story was from that question.
Gotcha. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, I've never had no issues. I mean, at all. Now, have I had husbands looking at me like, you know, why you looking at my wife? I'm like, well, why don't you tell your wife to dress a little bit more covered? Right. You know, please. Standing up here like y'all about to go to the beach or something.
Yeah, when I'm on the clock, it ain't that time.
Yeah,
I might be a weird dude for saying, like, some guys might be like, oh no, nah, man. When I'm representing my businesses by my business.
Yeah, that's it, and that's all to it.
To go down that road cost me too much money.
Yeah,
I can't make no money. I can't make
Nope.
I can't make no money playing footsie with nobody.
And that could actually mess my money up too, because if things don't go well, guess what? Now everybody in town knows that you're the worst notary for no reason.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Let's move on. Next track.
Every now and then, you know, somebody hits me up. They tell me a story, and, you know, all they need is a little push forward before they give up. And all she wants to do is be a boss. She gotta change her life no matter what the cost. And every step she takes another loss, but it's alright, babe. Taking every training, every marketing course, just to get the same results she got before. And now she's getting scared of going poor, but it's alright, babe. Lady hit me on my Captivated email, told me she feels that she gotta change her life. Gave me details about how she failed, turning a profit from what these mentors on IG sell. Says she got some babies and need to pay these bills. Won't be long before she's back to work in retail, and she don't wanna do that, so could you please help? Cause everywhere she turns, nobody else seems real. I understand the problem, I hear just what you're saying. You got a lot going on, ain't no time for playing. Now we can talk all day about how to fix this, but if you ain't working smart, you might as well forget it. I know it's hard and there's so much to learn, and money's tight, there's only so much to burn, but the clock's ticking, gotta go out and earn. Told her get your head right, every rose has its thorns, yeah. And all she wants to do is be a boss. She gotta change her life no matter what the cost. And every step she takes another loss, but it's alright, babe. Taking every training, every marketing course, just to get the same results she got before. And now she's getting scared of going poor, but it's alright, babe. Just remember, you didn't come this far to only come this far. This business gets slow sometimes and it gets hard. Just stay in the fight. It'll work out. Keep going. Peace.
Yeah.
Now, the first thing I got to say is this. He ain't talking about you. he talking about me. He ain't talking about you. He just talking about the situation that truly does exist in our industry. But he ain't talking about
real
you.
situation. It is a very real situation.
Yeah.
It's okay. Y'all gonna get through it.
Yeah. But you know what? That situation is what caused me to start the Notary Success System. Because I kept hearing people struggling, telling me they've taken 2 and 3 and 4 and even up to 5 different training courses. And they are no further than where they started before they ever even found out about being a notary. And I was like, we got to fix this. There got to be a way to fix this. And like I said, I spent a whole year just studying and researching and talking to people. And I was like, that situation that you just sung about is the whole purpose of the Notary Success System, is so that no matter how many you've taken, or if you come to me first, you ain't got to worry about going down that road. And if you've been on that road, coming over to Notary Success System is going to get you off of that road permanently, because you're going to know what the heck you're supposed to do.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And also, it kind of just give you like I want to say kind of hope, going through your own journey. You have to understand that everybody's journey it's not going to be the same. So a lot of people are just trying to base their journey off what they were seeing on social media. So just focus on you and do what's required of you and your business and your journey, and then you're gonna get the result.
No, you gentlemen are absolutely correct. I think for me, one of the things when I started Captivated was information is going to be free. Information is always free. Information should be free. The information that I got for free. All right, I just did a little bit of digging. I think a lot of people out here are paying for information, thinking that information is going to be the end all be all savior for their business, and they're hoping that they're going to get everything that they need, and they're not, and they're feeling hopeless. And I think that that's something that it's very prevalent or very evident within this industry if you actually pay attention to what folks are talking about. And I don't know, for our listeners out there, how many of you are talking to other notaries on a regular basis. I talk to notaries from around the country on a regular basis. There is a feeling of despair for a lot of people. All right, moving on to track number 8. This is not a notary song. It's called Q, Not the Notary. Okay, this might be this is the one song that has nothing to do with me being a notary. So let's go ahead and let this rock.
Not the notary. We'll house your little rocket. Q, not the notary. Q, not the notary. Not the notary.
Hey yo, I couldn't let this tape rock without that real hip hop sound. Peace to the guys in the 90s, raised me how to get down. Wild style, rockin' Tim's got the tongue out. Cruising avenues with my bass playing dumb loud. Check it. I used to think in life that as you grow up, so did everyone else. But now I'm like, hold up, I'm older, and people still caught up in fakeness. It's been how many years since Tupac wrote Changes? It's been how many years since they taught us about slave ships? And we struggled with basics, man. We gave up a nation, and they sitting there waiting, hoping that we never reclaim it. Play that back again. Hear just what I'm saying. It's not a black or white thing, or yo, that's racist. It's a facts of life thing. In fields with the braces, I'm a Ahuwa king, a man with lofty dreams. I know myself, may your Lord knoweth thee.
I'ma break this rhyme like Q, not the notary. I'ma break this rhyme like Q, not the notary. We'll house your little rocket. I'ma break this rhyme like Q, not the notary. I'ma break this rhyme like who's in the passenger. Not the notary.
Hey yo, riddle me this, why is ignorance bliss? And when our youth kill each other, does that life get dismissed? It's like if it wasn't caused by the color of law, BLM and all of y'all don't be caring at all. I mean, I'm not exempt, but I ain't ride with them. I can't support anybody getting paid off the death of black men. And in the same sentence, tell me my presence isn't the essence of a family we call a blessing. But let me flip it, I really got on the track to rip it. Word to Griffin, this boom bap be hard hitting. Reminiscing how we used to dream of large living. Now we dream of living small with
large business. A smart pivot is nothing but exquisite when mixed with smart living. Peep how the God is risen. Don't worry if you blink, cause you will not miss it. I'ma be here for a while, y'all gon' be my witness.
I'ma write this rhyme like
You, not the notary.
I'ma write this rhyme like
You, not the notary.
I'ma write this rhyme like
You, not the
Wheelhouse, you
notary.
little rocket.
I'ma write this rhyme like who's in the passenger.
Not the notary.
I'ma write this rhyme like
You, not the notary.
I'ma write this rhyme like
You, not the notary.
I'ma write this rhyme like
You, not the notary.
I'ma write this rhyme like who's in the passenger.
Not the notary.
All right.
Wheelhouse, you little rocket.
I had to kick
Man,
that old school flavor
look.
on that one, man.
Look, I ain't you. I thought that was LL Cool J doing the little background for you there for a second, man.
I can't figure out whose voice that is, man.
Yeah, I'm serious, your mind. I was like, wait a minute, that sounds like LL. I'm like,
Yeah, but that's-
y'all done reconciled, man.
as far as the beats, that's from Nas, right?
No, that's not from anybody. That's an independent beat. So I use the website. I forget what it is, beatstarters.com or something like that. And
Gotcha.
was looking for beats because just like there's rappers out there trying to get known, like there's notaries out there trying to get known. For every facet of business out there, somebody's trying to get known and they're giving a sample of something.
I got you. Makes
Right.
sense.
But that's Q, not the notary. Mathurin, you got anything on that, man? Because I said some stuff in there.
Yeah, you mentioned as far as the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah.
You mentioned as far as knowing your true history, and I agree with you as far as Black Lives Matter and pretty much what they stand for, what people think they stand for, and what they actually stand for is two different things.
Correct.
So I definitely caught that there. If you don't know anything about Black Lives Matter, do your research.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Know the truth.
Knowing your history and who you are is an extremely important thing that I think everybody should know, and everybody that is a melanated skin color should know exactly where they come from. The records are there. Don't let them tell you that they're not. They exist. Find out who you are. At the end of that first verse, I say I'm a Hudak king. That's because my family were Hudak Indians, or what is more modernly known as Arawak, but the letter W didn't exist back then, so it was literally to use Ahudak. So I know what my ancestry is. I know where I come from. I know I'm an Amerindian. I know I'm from the Western Hemisphere. I know I'm from the Americas. I know that that's where my family is from. And I also know that a lot of us, our families from there too, because I went through the public records. I paid for the records. I spent over 2 years going through my family records. I saw a lot of y'all family records in there too. Do the research.
That's something I need to do some digging on, because I feel like there's a lot of history just on my part that I don't know yet, but I definitely plan on knowing.
Yeah, without going too far into that, check out my man Dan Calloway.
Oh, great. Yeah. If you have not subscribed to Dan Calloway on YouTube, I highly recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take your time with it. Take your time with it.
Yeah, I actually have a book in my bedroom that has my whole family history in it, and it talks all the way back to the slave time, where my family was actually, brought in on slave boats and everything. So it actually talks about who they were sold to and all of that. It's pretty deep when you sit there and look at it and you see the slave record. It's like, dang. They're like, yeah, let's kick those reparations because I got proof. I got proof. If nobody else got proof, I got proof. So give me my money.
There's a deeper history there, and we're not going to get into it on the podcast, but I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about those records that you found, because there is a history behind them, and those boats weren't coming from this. Anyway.
I understand.
Anyway, all right, let's keep this moving. This is actually my favorite, my number one. Yeah, this is running longer than we thought it was gonna run. My favorite track is gonna be Number 9. All right, and this is called The Wise. So again, remember I titled this the Captivated Mixtape called Vet This. So The Wise is one of those vet this questions. Why?
You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
What's up? This your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
I waited all my life for this moment. The harder I work, closer it's coming. I feel it in the air tonight. I feel it in the air tonight. I feel it in the air.
Why'd I start Q the Notary? There's a story, see, way before my mama passed. Back when I was corporate sheep, I had already hit my peak and didn't like what I seen. It was time to go, no more, fast forward. Now we after COVID and my mama just passed. Got left a few stacks of bills and I'm down to my last. My brother never seen his dad. We was hurting both, knowing we was all we had. Bruh, I got you. Now I'm 3 deep with kids, trying to figure how to live. And my brother's special needs like a full-time gig. Yeah, my heart was big, but my pockets was light. Man, I lost my sight. I never lost the fight. The dog come out, went back in the corner. Laser sharp focus like I got the eyes of a cobra. Found Griffin opportunity to call for a soldier. Started Q the Notary and put my life back in order. Yeah.
The harder I work, closer it's coming. I feel it in the air tonight. I feel it in the air tonight. I feel it in the air.
So why'd I start Captivated? Go back to how I made it. Griff needed cover art, I asked if I could make it. See, my Canva game is nothing to play with, and I ain't seen nobody come close, I'm just saying. Got my business buzzing on Facebook, they loving it. I'm putting ads out, $0 for budgeting, hustling, spending hours creating, discovering community groups. I'm in at least 200 of them. My phone's buzzing, enough to keep the engine running. I'm on to something, I need to make it public. In comes Mathurin. It's funny, back then none of us thought this was ever gonna happen. It was a joke, a hilarious thought, a seed that grew into a movement. The scariest part is I'm just getting started, and I'm thankful for every notary that's decided to be a part of it.
The harder I work, closer it's coming. I feel it in the air tonight. I feel it in the air tonight. I feel it in the air.
Okay, so why'd you make a mixtape? Man, that's a simple answer. Just because I can, trust me, dog, I'm not a rapper. It's just a talent I left under the mattress and decided to take it out. Look how I'm making out. Started with the thing for the podcast. We breaking out Notaries Unsealed on broadcast. We breaking ground. Got an audience that supports all we making out. Only thing left is to take the crown. I put the Heisman on them and make space in crowds. If you're gonna make a statement, better make it loud. If that's the case, I'll finish my statement now. Captivated's like Wu-Tang, we nothing to fuck with. I does this, I hope all of y'all love it. I ain't trying to be hammer when I say you can't touch this, but I'm the first to ever do it. There's nothing above this. It's Captivated, baby. Signed your boy Q Smith. Let's get it.
The harder I work, closer it's coming. I feel it in the air tonight. I feel it in the air tonight. I feel it in the air.
Gentlemen. The Wise.
Definitely on my top, definitely on my top song that I like off this mixtape. I kind of like the fact that you kind of break it down, kind of give us a quick backstory on how you guys started. And, you mentioned you mentioned as far as you was in corporate America prior to that. So I don't know if you wanna just kind of shed some light on what it is that you were doing prior to you choosing to be a notary.
I was in the medical IT field. I had a number of different roles that kind of just evolved over about a 12 to 13 year time span, but my finishing title was clinical informatics specialist, and dealt with a lot of data, a lot of initiatives to get specialties and physicians to, my role is pretty much to secure the bag, right? Make sure that providers were documenting efficiently and trying to fit another person onto their schedules, while also making sure that they were able to document more quickly, because the more that they document, the more that they can charge. And when you're dealing with government funds, that's important to hospital networks. And sitting in certain, meetings, I just kind of didn't like what I was seeing. And unfortunately, to get to where I got to without having a college degree, very few clinical informaticists in the country that don't have that. That's kind of a prerequisite. I didn't have any more lateral moves. There was no place further up for me to go other than, go manage a practice or go manage a specialty, which I would have taken a pay cut to do more work, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I got you. Makes sense. All right. Oh, that's good. For those of you who didn't know a little bit of Q's background, so hopefully we can just break it down. So,
I'm not just some dude off the street. Like I've done some things. I've been around. I've accomplished some things. I've had many different opportunities to grow and expand as a person, as a worker, as somebody that's capable of owning and running a business and operating, within themselves that way. So, that kind of gave the background of why Q the Notary started. It was started out of desperation.
And, there's a lot of people that's like that. The difference is, even though you was desperate, you didn't get blinded by trying to chase after the money to the point to where you couldn't figure out or didn't learn or allow yourself to learn the proper way to execute this business. And that's the thing, because when people get in a desperate situation, they don't necessarily follow the rules. They take shortcuts. They fall for stuff that they shouldn't be falling for, that they normally wouldn't fall for. And then they start scrambling, trying to dig themselves out of this hole. So they already in a hole when they started it, and then they dig themselves a deeper hole. So that's the wonderful thing about, the way you came into the business. You recognize that, but you stayed level-headed, and that's what matters.
Thank you. I mean, if like I said at the end of that first verse, I found Griff and opportunity. It's Griff and opportunity, not Griff and opportunity. It's Griff. I found Griff and opportunity to call for a soldier. It was really, I found you and I started listening. I said, you know what? I can do this. This man right here is showing me and talking to me in a language that I can hear. And I can see, because I was new, I was listening to everything that I possibly could, just like many of you did and may still be doing, trying to find information. I saw a call for somebody that could really bring integrity to this business and be a good person. And I just saw a good opportunity for myself. And from there, it just kind of blossomed.
Yeah, so definitely did. So we're over here reviewing the Notary mixtape, man.
Oh, yeah.
And the one thing that I do want to say is that throughout the entire mixtape, there was only one curse, and it was that one curse in the entire thing. I did that on purpose. Sorry if you have sensitive ears and you can't handle one word. My bad. You'll be all right.
Yeah, they definitely be all right, especially with all the trash music that's out there right now. So I think everybody in there should be fine. Look, this right here is a masterpiece. So I'm not sure if Q's gonna make a second one, but this one right here is a masterpiece. So you guys, just appreciate the fact that, one, you're getting this for free. You're getting this for free, because I've seen all the mixtape, not Notary related, but that's completely trash. But now you got this guy here who actually took the time. He dedicated his time, his creativity for this, and you guys are receiving it completely for free. So that just tells you the value that he's bringing to you. And it's not always, it's about the money, but at the same time, it's not about the money. So it's just like, just understand that when you have someone who truly care about what they are doing, and if you need the help, and if you attach yourself to that individual, I guarantee you will find success within your business as well.
Oh yeah, and I see a video on this one too, man. Man, I can see it now. Man, I can see this thing. You at the dinner table, nice restaurant, and old girl like, hey, so what do you actually do for a living? I mean, you took me to a nice restaurant. Well, I'm a notary. A notary? Why are you a notary? And then boom, you just bust out with the song, man.
That's it.
Damn it, Griff, why did you do this? now you got the wheel spinning. I'm about to disappear for a month.
I'm serious, man. I can see the little song coming and everything. I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. But you know what's funny, and Mathurin, I don't know if I even shared this with you, but I called Griff as I was writing this, and I was like, Griff, man, I'll share this with Griff. I hope you don't mind me sharing.
No problem.
This with the podcast. I called him as I was writing. I was like, Griff, man, I really owe a portion of my life to you right now, because as I'm writing this and I'm putting together how all of this came together, it was you that gave me that extra to go for it. And this was before he and I had even spoken. I, like Griff always says, watch the playlist. I literally was eating and sleeping the playlist. I would listen to playlists while I was going to sleep, right? So that way it was all I would hear through the night, because I was trying to learn everything that I possibly could about this business. I was just trying to commit it to my subconscious, so that I would wake up, listen to Griff, then listen to ET, then go back to Griff, then go back to ET, and that was my listening habits for a good 3 months, 2.5, 3 months. That's all I did while I was waiting for my commission to go through.
That's dedication right there. So you guys can still be learning while you wait to get your commission. So don't use the excuse where, I wait till I get commissioned, then I'm gonna reach out to somebody to learn or watch some YouTube videos. So Q was actually dedicating his time and effort to learning while he waited for his commission. So it's another thing that kind of helped him, find success within his business.
Yeah, so Griff,
no, that's perfect.
Again, thank you. I appreciate you, brother, in so many different ways, man. You have no idea the impact that you've had on me and my family in a short amount of time, and during a time you didn't even know that you was impacting somebody.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. When I decided to get on YouTube, it was just to say, hey, I'm doing this. That was it. But when I started seeing, that people needed to hear the truth, and I was like, well, I have no reason to lie to anybody, so let me share and let me help people understand, so that way they can make a true decision for themselves as to whether they want to really commit to this business. And that's excellent, man. I mean, to hear that from you, it touches my heart. It makes me feel happy. It lets me know that the vision that I had and what I was speaking and saying was the right one, because I wanted to find a way to change people's lives for free. And that's the whole key thing. I wanted to change people's lives for free and give them an idea of what they could do in this business and provide them with information that they could actually use and implement. And by learning prior to you getting your commission, it enabled you to hit the ground running once you got the commission. And that's the key thing. So I'm very happy for you, man. Very proud of everything you're doing, all of that.
Man, I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you, man, to be in this position. Anything else on the ways before we kick off to the last track?
Nah. I think we're good, man. It's amazing.
All right. So the last track is called Vet This. It's the outro. All right, let's get that going.
Yeah, like this.
Buck roll.
This is dope. It's so smooth. You know, everybody talking about you need to vet people. Y'all see the title.
Purchase your track today.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this thing work out. Take it from top. Created a mixtape entitled to vet this. By the time it's over, you gon' know who the best is. I'm the first to ever do it. Forget who next is. They just fighting for attention like who's my best kid. Yeah, I like that. We gonna keep going after this one. Alright. Created a mixtape entitled to vet this. By the time the tape's over, you gon' know who the best is. I'm the first to ever do it. Forget who next is. They just fighting for attention like who's my best kid. It's kinda hard coming out the trenches when these notary streets be all types of reckless. You would think this industry would be respected, but that's what happened when there's nobody to check it. Yeah, we just fended for ourselves, survival of the fittest. But people selling help, buy my course and make 6 figures. Blinded by the camera, can't see the dim figures. And all the videos making this business seem bigger. It's like chasing a dream, a lottery with no winners. How you gonna survive a cold winter? Fees is dropping, cold feeling more bitter. Now you underprepared because you didn't know better. There's people praying on you instead of praying for you. We all been thinking it, I'll say it for you. They praying on you instead of praying for you. Better watch your back because they waiting for you. Yeah, I think that's it. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Go ahead and let that beat right out. Let's go. These people praying on you instead of praying for you. We all been thinking it, I'll say it for you. They praying on you instead of praying for you. Better watch your back because they waiting for you.
Yeah, I ran out of things to say, I guess.
That's it. That's it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
These folks out here taking advantage of these new notaries, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Y'all know, and see, that's the whole thing for me, man. I don't like people being taken advantage of. I mean, there's just no need for it. I mean, something as simple as this business, you know, and, oh, man. See, if I'm gonna stop talking because I'm about to go into a whole Griff mode. I'm about to go into Griff mode.
Save it for the next episode, Griff.
I am, man. I am. Shoot, man. Look, the part that amazes me the most, after talking to hundreds and probably up to 1,000 people in this notary business over the last 18 months, it amazes me how that there are so many people who just blindly follow people just because they themselves are desperate and want money, and they just believe anything that somebody who looks slick, who looks cute, who looks bubbly, who got nice hair or whatever the case may be, and they don't vet anybody. They don't do anything, but yet if you brought that same person to their house and they said, hey, honey, I just met this person. Let's just say I just met Griff at the store. And he said, I could quit my job and make all kind of money as a notary. Man, your spouse will whip my behind and then whip your behind and tell me not to leave because they ain't finished with me. So I don't get it. You know, don't fall for every single thing on the internet. Make these people earn your trust. Don't just trust them. Make them earn your trust. And that's why I did what I did for darn near 10 months of just sharing information for free before I even thought about monetizing my channel. And I only did it so I could pull in money to help my son out with his notary business, which he's coming along fine with that. But that was the only reason why I even did this. I don't need the money. I need y'all to do good in this business so that the money will keep flowing in, so that these companies won't be penalizing us for you not doing the job right. What you got, Mathurin?
Look, man, you guys already know how I feel about these so-called gurus, notary trainers out there taking advantage of the new notaries. I can't stand them. I see it. It's still happening. It's like they go. It's like they have a schedule. But the past couple months, I haven't seen a lot. Now I'm starting to notice it. It's starting to pick back up. So I'm not sure if business is slow for them They are coming up with all these crazy courses, training materials that you really don't need or you can actually find for free. But because they are putting it into like a Canva or a PowerPoint type, putting some flowers around it, dancing or doing whatever the heck it is that they're doing, they are charging folks for it. So, it's like it's like as far as Q when he says, as far as, vet this, you have to take the time to actually do your research on these people because not everybody wants what's best for you. It's very unfortunate, but that's just the business that we are in. People do not want what's best for you. They're only looking out for what's best for themselves. So vet who you are taking the training with, who you are dedicating your time for phone call with, because there are good folks out there. I'm not going to lie. I came across Griff and, Q, and there are some others out there. But a lot of people right now, they are taking advantage of you. And you really need to take the time to, process, find out exactly what it is that you want and find out who can provide you with the proper information in order for you to be successful.
That's real. That's real. You're right. And that was the whole purpose behind this mixtape called Vet This. It was, everybody is talking about you need to vet people, but nobody that is offering anything to the notary community outside of Griff and a few other folks are really showing who they actually are. So you never get to know who these people are. So I took it upon myself to say, well, fine, I'm going to go ahead and vet myself, right? And open myself up to some of, my vulnerabilities. And I think I exposed some of those vulnerabilities, speaking about my family and some of my family history and stuff like that. And that was really the purpose of this, was to say, hey, if you want to work with somebody, at least know who they are. And I'd love to work with all of you, through Captivated. Because, Q the Notary, I don't even talk about Q the Notary. That's my notary business. I keep that out of all of my dealings with all of this because that's my notary business. But in Captivated, where I help notaries and offer a service, I'd love to work with all of you, and I'd like for you to feel comfortable with working with me. And by opening up myself and being a little bit more vulnerable, I hope to make that decision a little bit more easy when you're deciding who to go spend money with. And that's the thing with Captivated. I'm not a mentor. I'm not a guru. I'm not a coach. I offer a service. I'm a creative person, as you can tell. If you lack creativity, or if you don't have time, it's like mowing your lawn. My Captivated is like a lawn mowing service. If you got a lawnmower, you can do it yourself. Or if you don't have time, or if it's too hot, or your lawnmower is broken, you need to pay somebody to go take care of it for you. That's what you come to Captivated for. We'll take care of you.
Yep, that's it, man. Look, I just want to say this right here, man. Since I met Q from the get-go, one of the first things that he had mentioned to me when he reached out to me was the fact that if I need help with something, to reach out to him. And mind you, when we first met, he was asking me if he could do as far as my cover art for the Mathurin Business Insight.
Yeah.
And then at first I was like, okay, so I just met this guy, but he's offering to provide a service, and just being in the notary industry for the past 5 years, and I've seen a lot of people who start off a conversation the same way. Then they'll turn around and be like, yeah, you got to pay me this amount before I start anything. So
no, I meant it for real. I was like, yo, can I make these for you on a weekly basis? I was like, This is great. This is giving me an opportunity to just to show off a little, not show off, but do some work. So that way people start to see it.
Yeah, no, which is, this is exactly how our friendship, started. And then, we have a mutual friend as far as Griff, but, I was kind of blown away when you first reach out and you're like, yeah, I want to help. I'm like, okay, what's the catch?
There's been no catch. Not once. There's been absolutely no catch.
No catch. That's the type of person that you guys are getting when you are reaching out to Q. Someone that really, really care about providing you top quality services. And if you have an idea And if it doesn't look right, he's gonna let you know, hey, look, this look whack, but here's how we can improve it. So you see, so I highly recommend my guy, and I'm not just saying it because we're friends, but the level of service that you get is top notch.
I appreciate that. Is there anything else left to say on this?
We good, man.
All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're actually gonna step away. Not step away from a break, but we are gonna step away. And to end this, there's a shout-outs track that I'm just gonna let play, and then we'll go into our Notaries Unsealed theme song. It'll be the first time that it's ever heard in its entirety without any talking over it. I have not released it at all to anyone. I think the guys have heard it, but you guys have never heard the track on its own, not once. So super excited to reveal that for the very first time. But all you listeners out there, podcast listeners, I hope I mentioned a lot of you in the shout outs, and for those that I didn't, hey man, we love you. I appreciate the support. I know Griff does, I know Mathurin does. We look at the numbers, we hear the feedback. Thank you. Just thank you so much. On that note, hey guys, love your life, love your business, and love yourselves.
Yo, shout out to the Notary Unsealed team, Griff and Mathurin. What's up, man? Y'all my brothers. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm so happy that we found each other. Ada, All-Star Notary. Amanda, ALMC Notary. Ben Briggs, SLS Notary Services. Carlotta from the Fearless Notary. My man Corey from VA, what up, baby? Colonial Notary. Crazy, we used to go to the same boys club, man. Eileen Bonner of American River Notary and Apostle Services. Erica from Statewide Notary Services. Gannon, what up, boy? Rush Hour Notary. Anita. What's going on, Anita? I hope you and your son enjoyed The Alchemist, man. Truth Be Told Notary. Ismera, MCK Notary. We got Jane from Roadrunner, Notary to Go. Margarita, MJ's Notary, Mobile Services. Got Jewel Wigglesworth from Jink, Mobile Notary Services. Michelle Carry-On Notary Services. Nicola Wright from Nationwide Notary Services. Pam from TF Jones Business Service. Ronnie O'Neill, the Noted Doc. Check out that YouTube. Shakina, Mindful Signing. Shannon from Bowen's Bookkeeping. What up, Shannon? Stan from Stan the Man Notary. Tiffany Dennis from AccuNotary Pro. Tiffany Miles, Arizona Notary University. Namora Notary Services. My girl Tyra from Exclusive Notary Services. Renita from Down South Notary. LaShawn Jenkins from the Notary Institution. Lori Morgan, Sign Here and There Notary. Shout out to the Notary of the Year, Samantha Smith, man. Thanks for your support. Kim and Yannick Professional Services. Corinne Jones of Freedom Notary and the Womenomics Podcast. Shout out to y'all. My man Tekamaku from My Golden Stamp Notary. What's up, man? Kim Stevens Jr. Business Coach. You a real dude, bro. Gary Pierre Lewis for GPL Mobile Notary Services. What's up, man? Takesha Smith Robinson of After Hours VA. Thanks for the support, man. Jenny Toledo, the Paralegal Notary. We appreciate you. Sanford Jones of Vegas to Notary. And LaToya Watts of St. Louis Mobile Notary and the Watts brand. You got a beautiful family, man. Shout out to y'all. Christina, my Georgia Notary. Also shout out to Bill Soroka. It's one of the best training opportunities out there to learn how to work those loan signing tables, man. And there anybody else that I forgot, we appreciate you, all the podcast listeners. That's it, man. Thank you. It's Captivated, baby.
Real smooth this time. We Notaries Unsealed. This my everyday life. Yeah. We Notaries Unsealed. Every day I hustle out here living it right. Let's go. We Notaries Unsealed. Put the stamp down and stop in front of the mic.
Here we go. Took the game over, we home now, we soldiers. Griff, Mathurin and Q, the podcast, you can't hold us. Y'all heard the word, y'all heard the word. Griff, Mathurin and Q, yeah, we on the verse. So diverse, with no rehearse, that's how we work. Authentic when we give it, if we said it, then we meant it. Not to be confused with other people's views. They get it how they get it, and we get it how we do. Look, homie, this a whole different game. We got a whole different aim, we in a whole different lane. Yeah.
We Notaries Unsealed. This my everyday life. We Notaries Unsealed. Every day I hustle out here living it right. We Notaries Unsealed.
Put the stamp down and step in front of the mic. Took the game over, we home now, we soldiers. Griff, Mathurin and Q, the podcast, you can't hold us.
We Notaries Unsealed. Every day I hustle out here living it right. We Notaries Unsealed. This my everyday life.